Looking good.
We are rolling. Hi, everyone. I'm here at Rags A Go-Go on 14th Street in Manhattan. I'm here with Joshua Suzanne, the owner here of this great vintage shop. Let me give you a quick pan of this lovely, wonderful shop. How long have you been here, Suzanne?
I've been at this location 15 years and 8 months so far.
Okay. And how has it been? How's it going lately? Things are getting tough in New York.
Well, I'll tell you what. We have never left the recession. It's a new economy that we're in. We've never left it. The thing that's happened is that the rents have gone up during a recession that we've never left.
Right.
So the challenge is, how do you make ends meet when you're already struggling to make ends meet when things are going up?
Right.
So my answer to that was to open up a vintage vinyl record store in the lower level, as we call it in real estate here in New York. It's at the lower level of my store, better known as a basement, but it is actually retail space. It's a really nice space. So I added that just a couple of months ago to make up for the rent increase that happened as of July 1st.
Okay. Now, you were telling me that having the records in the basement is not even going to give you any sort of supplement for you. It's just to make up for the rent.
It's just to make up for the rent. That money goes to my landlord, is now the proud owner of a vintage vinyl record store here in New York City.
Amazing. But you worked it out.
Yes.
And you were saying, how much was it going to go up to?
Well, it was going to go up quite a bit. It was going to double in rent. They were going to double it. And I was like, huh?
Right.
And then they said, well, we know we really like you, yada, yada. We'll make the lower level less expensive, so it won't be double the rent, but it'll be somewhat near there.
Got it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you'd like to stay. You want to stay for a long, long time.
Well, I'd like to stay. I would like to stay, of course, because this is what I do with my life. I've been doing this for over 25 years.
Yeah.
People like me, and they
You're a New
like
Yorker.
Rags A Go-Go and stuff like that.
I know.
So, yeah, I would like to stay, and at the same rate, I don't think it's going to be possible.
You don't think it's... Well, because you only said they do 5-year...
They only do 5-year leases now.
Right.
And to up and move something this size to go to another 5-year lease is not worth it, because you have to have key money. What's key money? First, last, securities, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And if you're looking at a rent of average, let's, hey, 10 grand a month, thank you. To come up with that, you'd have to come up with $60,000 just to get the keys to the door. And then you start talking about inventory, making it happen, advertising. That's
a lot of disco shirts.
Yep.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's not worth. It's just you can't move basically.
Right. And so you would just be finished. Well, if you had one line to say to the people in charge here in New York City, if there are any or people out there who are trying to help, like what? Tell them.
What as far as how to do this?
No. It's like, what would you want them to know about you? Like, hey, help me, or like, what would be?
I would say get to Rags A Go-Go before Rags A Go-Go is gone.
No, come buy some vinyl.
Buy vinyl, buy some really cool vintage clothing, and I'm really, really, really well priced. I'm not one of those ka-ching vintage clothing stores here in New York City. I'm old school.
There's some stuff I definitely want myself.
Yeah, I am old school.
And as far as other small businesses out there, like, I mean, what would you say to the people in charge of the city about saving small businesses and not turning everything into a chain or a mall?
That's completely up to the landlords, and I don't think the landlords are really interested necessarily in preserving small businesses. I think they're really interested in getting their rents.
Yeah. But then there's the issue that so many are now just left empty for so long. I think they're trying to fight that to prevent people from waiting around for us.
From what I understand, it's 100% write-off to the landlord, the empty spaces. They're not really losing anything.
So they don't lose?
When you're
Well, that's what we got to work on.
Yeah, because they're enterprises, and enterprises get write-offs.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, Rags A Go-Go here between 7th and 8th on 14th Street.
Come and see me.
15 years?
15 years, 8 months at this location, over 25 years in business here in New York City.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, here's to 25 more.
Yay.
For Save NYC, I'm Kyle Supley. Thank you, Joshua Suzanne.
You're very welcome, sweetheart.
Bye.